The queen herself, Hannah Forex, 146k subscribers now. She goes up like a K every week, I swear. The video we are going to be watching is I stopped watching ICT mentorship. Here's why. This didn't go to plan is the thumbnail. 77k views in just 10 days. Hopefully she does some good explanations. If you are new around here, subscribe to my channel with notifications turned on. There's like 90% of you who watch my content. I upload 2 videos every single day. Be subscribed. But without further ado, let's get into it.
Over the past couple of months, I've been pretty open about sharing my ICT trading journey. I mean, even recently, I just did my monthly review. However, this is a video to say that I have stopped watching the ICT mentorship.
Hey, she live in Kingston. No.
I guess a lot of you might be wondering, like, what's happened? Why have you stopped watching ICT mentorship? Did I not find it any more use? To get straight to the point, I actually just ended up watching other playlists that were a lot more suitable for someone who was brand new to ICT concepts. And the ones that I ended up watching were actually ICT Forex Market Maker Primer course, and then I moved on to ICT Market Maker Forex series. And now what I love about these playlists is obviously they're free, they're really accessible. He actually goes into specific things,
basically she's just talking about
ideas,
right,
specific content, a lot more in detail, a lot more in depth. And I think it was actually the Market Maker series where I think there was the 5 volumes, and I think it was volume 4, Time and Price. Just waiting for that moment to go. Hands down.
Mate, can we just talk about her earrings right now? Jesus, they look nice.
Probably one of my favorite episodes, just because I think it's just so valuable understanding timing with the sessions, such as the London kill zone, the New York Open kill zone. Just the confluence and the power of that mixed with things like OTEs, the optimal trade entry, and how the market moves, like time and price. It's cool, it's crazy. It's currently like mid-August, and we've been seeing price, you know, such as in the euro dollar, grabbing sell-side liquidity, hitting, you know, weekly order blocks to a T. So basically, you know, the title's a little bit catchy.
Mate, this sort of trading, it's kind of like the trading that I do, but I guess they're just waiting for the order blocks.
I technically did stop watching the Mentorship 2022, but I did not stop watching ICT. That's the little twist. So remember I said, I think this was back in the start of my journey, I actually shared how I thought that ICT is not good for beginners. I'm just gonna say, like, as an assumption, again, I can be completely wrong, and I might probably take this back, who knows. I just don't think this might be beginner friendly. I now take that back. I would say if you're watching from not the mentorship and you're watching from, let's say, the primer video or the Market Maker series, then yes, absolutely, that I think is beginner friendly. It's actually a lot more easier to understand, something that, you know, I've gone back to my roots, because my first ever trading community, my first ever mentorship was actually using this SMT divergence. We never really called it that, it was just correlation, but I would always look at, you know, DXY and euro dollar correlation. So that's pretty cool, going back to
you have to start somewhere.
The roots of that, and hearing ICT's version of that and the concepts behind that. You know, I got a lot of comments of people saying, oh, why are you going through the mentorship? You know, you should go over his other concepts.
Bro, was that her voice actually sounded like a dad? Her voice actually sounded like an effect.
And I was so stubborn. I didn't want to actually listen, and because I was like, oh, I've started the mentorship already, I want to see it through. Yeah, until just one day I was like, you know what, let me go check out this Forex series, and bloody great. So, highly recommend, if you are trying to learn from the ICT mentorship, to go check those out as well, especially if you're trading Forex. But does that mean that you should stop watching the ICT mentorship? I don't know. You guys gotta go make that decision yourself.
Let me know in the comments right now if you watch ICT and your views on it. I want to know.
However, don't be a potato like me. Definitely go check out his other content, because it's freaking great. Today, from what you saw in the B-roll clip, I think, I was going over, or had finished, the Mastering High Probability Scalping
Here we go. Here she goes. Here we go. Mate, I'm not even gonna lie, yeah, traders out here watching this video. If you are trying to learn to trade, she's showing us what you have to do. You have to just do the shit. BS learning. You have to learn it, but you want to learn it because you need to know it. If you want to be a trader, you need to know this stuff. Imagine being a trader and not knowing this sort of stuff, man. It's kind of cringe. So you need to know it. You gotta know your stuff before doing it. Trust, man. And she's going for it, man. She probably enjoys
I think we'll go
learning
over
like
some
this too.
trades.
Writing it down, you know, you get them learners who, you know, they can look at it, but then they learn it. You got other learners who learn from experience. In the end of the day, if you're going into trading with no experience and you're not even learning, you're gonna lose more money. But the money you're losing is gonna be the lessons being taught. So you're paying to be taught instead of research.
Or some analysis, and you guys can sort of see the transition of my language. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much the update. So guys, I want to take you over a trade on euro dollar. The overall bias, we are bearish, and this was in the 3rd of August 2022. I'm on the 15-minute time frame here, and so far you can see I've written out sell side liquidity. This is just the trade afterwards. If we were just looking left, you can see we had buy side liquidity here, took that, and we had a
Oh my god, this whole zone.
bullish order block here, tapped it and pushed up again. The main two questions that I asked myself is, where is liquidity resting and where would price want to run sweep liquidity? So let me just take it back. I've written this out here. We have our premium and our discount. Obviously we want to be taking shorts at premium level, taking buys at discount level. And so I've kind of weighted that out from here to here on this leg. Here we have our buy side liquidity resting above these highs. We've been taking them out here and here on the 15. If I just drop down to a smaller time frame, you guys can see my entry. We had this orange block here. This is New York open kill zone. This blue block here, this is London open kill zone. So one of my main confluences up here, as you can see, daily bias, we have liquidity runs, kill zone timing, so taking an entry within these kill zone times. Again, just reiterating the power of time and price that Michael always talks about. So you can see here that we are grabbing liquidity. This is a very nice sweep of liquidity here, or i.e. could also be called manipulation or a Judas swing. We kind of had all of this happening. Surge in price here, grabs liquidity, breaks down, had break of market structure on the 5-minute. Here we have our fair value gap on the 5-minute chart, so that's where I've set my entry, and I set price to above that high. And obviously I can set my stop loss to this high. However, in this scenario, I kept it here.
Mate, this is quite surprising, you know, how obviously the entries here that she's just seeing a wick up and then she's using this zone as price to get in, but like surely if it's respected here, drop down and then obviously fed into make new highs, then she entered. You could have even seen it because of the body, so we spiked up, then this hour just started dropping, respecting the bodies of the previous highs.
And so what happens with price is we get tagged in. You know, I'm still yet to test taking
previous high, low high.
If the fair value gap is quite big, or if my stop is quite big, taking it at the...
I mean, this could, basically, with her analysis, this is now in the discount zone, which is buyers. This could be respected here.
Yeah, equilibrium of the fair value gap. But in this case, you can see price is doing this. We can see that there's a lot of sell side liquidity resting between this area, so price wouldn't have any problem smashing through. The next place to target in terms of having TP is we have a low here, so a lot of liquidity being rested below this low, and we also have this low over here. Or since, you know, we do have high time frame confluence, sell side liquidity smashing through here. I initially had my TP at this low, and you can see price has no problem drawing towards running.
Of course. The thing is, this is the thing when I watch content like this, right? And this is just my honest opinion. This is replay mode, not live. So like you could just look at any trade and kind of use this as a demonstration. This strategy.
Sweep.
You get what I'm saying? Like if it was a live trade, plan it out before, you know, and it was like live commentary. Okay, this is the reason. Now I know it's gonna come all the way down here. Then great. You could literally back test a trade, have the same format like this, and say this is why I did this. You understand? So this is why we gotta look at it two ways. I'm not degrading the strategy. I'm not degrading the trade. I'm just saying.
Out liquidity in this area, and yeah, that's just a quick little trade recap from euro dollar.
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors.
I love your nails.
Some love.
Now, another thing that I also wanted to point out was that I do also still get a couple questions here and there about if your old strategy was working, why are you looking into ICT concepts? And I've kind of addressed this lightly before, but like, let me address it one more time for the final time. And you know, it's something that I do reflect on here and there, so that's kind of why I want to share some reflections. But basically, apart from, you know, outgrowing my previous strategy, I think I was just growing as a trader and realizing what I want to, how I want to be as a trader. And you got to understand, from previous communities, I was entering on the 1 hour time frame. That was amazing because I was, at the time, a uni student. I was also working, and so I didn't have a lot of free time. So entering on the 1 hour allowed me to plan, you know, do my day, you know, be at a lecture, be at a tutorial for engineering, be at work, and quickly, like on the hour, maybe go to the toilet or the stock room and check my phone, right? So that for me was amazing. It was great. However, it got to the point where basically this is where I say, I think it was a Q&A or previous video where I say that I wanted more chart time, is because now I'm a full-time trader. I can basically be on the laptop. And yeah, this is just what I wanted, you know? Someone might also be a full-time trader and now want to be trading on the daily or the 4 hour where they barely look at their laptop. So they're more of a chilled out trader. That's cool. But for me,
Mate, I'm there on the bloody 1 minute. Like, no, honestly.
I love the fact that I think it might even be in, where is it? The Market Maker series, I don't know, it's volume 3 or 4, where he talks about time and price and the importance of, like, let's say, how price moves during the Asian range or the London kill zone, the New York kill zone. And so kind of when I'm developing my system, I like to have the fact that if the entry is between 2 a.m., 5 a.m. or 7 a.m., 10 a.m. New York time, then that creates confluence for my entry. You know, I don't want to be taking, you know, I shouldn't really be expecting energetic moves with this placement over like the Asian range, you know what I mean? So we kind of get the bigger moves, let's say London session, New York session. So that's cool because that means that I can fulfill my trading duties, I can be on the charts, I can be focused during these times, watching these sessions. Whereas if I'm taking the 1 hour, before was fine, but right now it's just like, it's just not working out for me, and that's just me outgrowing that style, transitioning into something more for me as a trader.
You're allowed to try different things with trading. With trading, you're also allowed to branch out, change strategy if you want to. Trade differently. You don't have to be on the chart 24/7.
Evolution of a trader, right? And I'm not afraid to say that. You know, that there's no hate to any of my old strategies. And I think I've been super open that, you know, where I've come from, you know, those mentorships, those communities, I've only been in 2 anyways, have shaped me as a trader. Oh my gosh, am I getting emotional? No, honestly, they've shaped me as a trader. You know, I'll always vouch for that. Community 1, I got consistent mentally and in trading. Community 2, I got funded, you know, and yeah, but I think it's also okay to say that it's just no longer working out for me, but does not mean that it's not going to work out for whoever else kind of wants to join that. So for me, yeah, doing ICT concepts, it's kind of exactly like ticking the boxes that I want in terms of trading. I want to do a video where I actually talk about how my previous understanding before ICT has helped the ICT concepts with a lot more examples, because there's a lot of similarities with slight differences, and those differences are...
The thing is, with trading, there's all like similar scenarios, similarities. You know, in trading, pretty much all is the same, but just different terms of choosing of wording, different ways to look at the market as well. And I think that's a key thing. It's watching all of these traders, they all do the similar sort of shit, man. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's no one doing the same stuff, different stuff. Sorry, it's pretty much all the same. Similar SLs, similar take profits. I haven't seen a trade like. It'll be interesting to see. Like, for example, myself, I'm 20 pip SL trader when I can. If I have to go longer, then I do. Imagine a 1-to-1 trader. How many trades that they can get right? I reckon 1-to-1 you can get quite
like a light bulb switch, a little breakthrough that I'm like, no wonder price tags me out back then. You know what I mean? There's a lot of overlap, and I find it so cool. And yeah, I'm always you guys are like kind of like my little journal where I'm sharing my reflections. And there's a few of us that have come through the same journey, community 1, community 2, and then into this ICT concept / institute. I don't know what it's called, man. Just don't hate me on that, please. And there's a lot of similarities, and I know I'm getting breakthroughs that a lot of you can relate to. With that said, I'm gonna end the video here. I think I spoke a lot, but anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. God bless.
Make sure to subscribe to Hannah Forex. Link is down below in the description. Some good points there. Hopefully she makes another video on ICT mentorship, because I think that was actually quite interesting. I'm not even gonna lie.
So
also enjoy the analysis, so probably will react to the other video. Subscribe to this channel with notifications on if you want me to react to the other one. It will be dropping very, very soon. Until next time, I'll catch everyone in a bit. Peace.